Hi guys. My family is watching something in the other room, and so if you can hear it, I'm sorry. Anyways, I saw the Lego Ninjago movie and now I get to review it today for you guys. I get to make my voice be heard to the public on my feelings about the Lego Ninjago movie. Now admittedly, yes, I have Lego bias. I love Legos. I have Ninjago bias. I love Ninjago. And so, going into this movie, I was very, very excited. And I'm just so glad to tell you, it was terrible. It was so terrible. Now, I'd warn you about spoilers, but there's not really much to spoil. It was just so bad. I mean, I'll just put in the spoiler warning right here. Really, the only scene I'm really gonna spoil is they have this scene. I watched a Just Too Good review of it, and he describes it as memery, and so basically that's the only word to describe it. There's this scene in the movie where they're talking about the ultimate weapon, and then the ultimate weapon, and they just show a bunch of memes on the screen, and you're just like this. What the heck am I watching? One of the most annoying things about this movie is they constantly play this song.
Hey everyone, look! It's Garmadork and the Dork Squad. You want to hear our new cheer? L-L-O-Y-D, his dad is bad and so is he. Booloid! Booloid! Booloid!
Great chance. I'll bet you got a #1 hit on your hands.
And straight in at #1 with a bullet, it's Boo Lloyd. L-L-O-Y-D, his dad is bad and so is he. Boo Lloyd.
The Lego Ninjago movie was kind of a step down from all the Lego movies. I remember when everyone was going to see the Lego movie when it first came out. Everyone was afraid that it was going to be, it's just promotional stuff. It's just to get the kids to get more Legos. When in actuality, it was really humorous. And so people go into the Lego Ninjago movie, it's going to be a humorous Lego movie. No, it is so focused on the kids that I don't even think the kids like it. Really, all I have to say in this review is don't watch it unless you really just want to see it. Right here, I'm going to compare it to the other Lego movies to explain what I mean. So I rank these movies with a few different categories. Their plot, their characters, and character development, their audience, their message, their humor, and their execution of all these things into their movie. I would have added music because the music in the Lego movie was awesome. I know. First, let's start with the Lego movie. Its plot was pretty good, but compared to other movies, it wasn't as good. But it was okay. The characters and character development was exceptional. They had great characters to begin with, and even very minor background characters got some development themselves. Its audience was also amazing, because it reached to adults, it reached to kids, reached to basically everyone of all ages, all genders. I'll talk about this more later. The message, it was okay. Basically, let kids play with their toys however they want. You can mix them up, whatever themes. It was fine. The humor, it was hilarious. I'm going back to the audience thing. They had jokes for everyone. It had jokes for adults, it had jokes for kids. It had jokes for kids and adults. And the execution of all of this was exceptional. Even its weakest points were stronger than other movies. And now let's move on to the Lego Batman movie. The plot was probably one of the best out of all three of the Lego movies, mostly because it was Batman versus everything possible Lego could throw at them. It was just awesome. The characters and character development was a little less than the Lego movie. I mean, it was still pretty good, but many of the characters were just there. Like many of the rogues of Batman's Rogues Gallery, they weren't really touched upon that much. Its audience, I felt, was a little more towards the kids in this one, with a lot more jokes for the adults. It was kind of more focused on the kids. But Many adults still really liked this movie. Its message was also pretty good. It was probably one of the best out of all of the movies. It was friends are family, and it's not really all about you, and that we work as a team. Its humor was also hilarious compared to the Lego movie. It wasn't as amazing, but it was still pretty up there. And its execution of all these things was also spectacular. And now on to the Lego Ninjago movie. The plot was pretty terrible. Spoiler again, Mouthra comes at the beginning of the movie, and the goal of the movie is for Sensei Wu to go out with his ninja and get the the ultimate weapon, which actually has no power whatsoever, as you learn in the later in the movie. The characters and character development was also really terrible. It mainly focused on Lloyd and his dad, Garmadon, and everyone else was mainly just a side character. Nothing really happened to them that much, and they didn't focus on anyone else at all. Like even Sensei Wu, its audience was also just focused on the kids, and I think that was because no adults really know that much about the Ninjago franchise, and so it kind of only left a small audience for them to work with, and this might have not been a very good choice for a Lego movie. Its message was one of the best, though. It was to care about your dad even though he's divorced, and it's kind of to forgive him even though he's terrible. I can't really relate to that, but the humor was was focused on kids, and there were some really funny moments, but with the movie being focused on kids, it kind of ruined it at most points. And the execution of the best parts of this movie was still really, really terrible. That's my review of the Lego Ninjago movie. I'm so sorry it was such a downer. I mean, if you liked it, let me know, because I very much want to know why. But I guess that's it today, guys. Hopefully there'll be a Mario Maker thing at the end of this week. I'm trying to find a video game screen recorder that has the videos that it makes work with the Mac, because I'm afraid that they're not going to work with the QuickTime player of the Mac. But anyways, I will see you in the next video. Hi, Perry. What are you doing?